So, I want to ask you about iRome here. He's your newest artist. You know, the newest artist you're managing, you're helping out, and I want to know first, how did you meet him, and what did you see in him that made you want to work with him?
Well,
because I know you don't just work with anybody.
Well, I meet so many people, so to say exactly where we met, what I'm saying, we both were probably like, well, we met here, but then we met that.
How'd y'all build that relationship?
I thought what made me want to, I'm going to just jump into what made me want to even just work with, iRome was when I heard his music, it's like seeing first of all, his look was different, right?
Okay.
And, it's like seeing a beautiful chick.
Okay.
When you see from afar, we just going for what we see from afar, right?
Okay.
The ass and titties.
Yeah.
Some got to catch you first.
Yeah.
Either you like her hair, her ass, or her titties. Most of the majority is ass and titties, right?
Yeah.
So you got to see something into somebody first before you even let them open their mouth, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So when he approached me as an artist, and just his look was just different anyway. So that was me coming from managing a person like Riff Raff.
Okay.
I'm already into the point of knowing that, hey, different can be something.
Yeah.
Don't, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So that was, first of all, it was different. He was different, first of all. Then when I heard the music matched, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That he was different.
Yeah. Okay.
So, and I like the music. And then, me, if you just follow what I do now, I don't follow the curve of what everybody's doing. Yeah. I like to be a part of something that's gonna be different, and then be the one that say, I don't like the "I told you so" factor. You know what I'm saying? But we all do like the "I told you so."
We all like to say "I told you so."
We all like to say that.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? So I'd rather be on that end.
Yeah.
Than being on the end that said,
that you get that told to you. You know what I'm saying? You get that told to you.
Yeah, because that don't work. That I came from that too.
Yeah.
So, I definitely don't want to be on the that don't work. Now I might have my my doubts about it, but at the end of the day, what I have learned in being a DJ and what I should do and what I'm supposed to do.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? As a DJ, what I should do is let the people be the judge.
Okay.
And what I'm supposed to do is give it to them.
Oh, okay.
So they can be the judge. So, I thought that, I'm in a position now to help artists, and especially my track record of helping artists that's been kind of different, when they've been winning. I was on a lot of people, they didn't understand them at first. I'm telling you, people didn't understand Drake at first. Yeah. People didn't understand Lil Yachty at first. Yeah. But these are guys that I've been messing with before they was anybody.
I'm gonna be honest, I still don't kind of get Little Yachty, but
yeah.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I think. I mean,
but hey, if you don't get it out the gate, it's not for you to get, right.
It's not. Everything's not for everybody.
It's for you to learn.
Yeah.
It's for it to grow on you.
Yeah.
Everything we don't, it may not grow on you.
Yeah. Everything's not for everybody.
What we was talking about with the pen thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just. It's just something that ain't grew on me yet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's not
we're
saying
we're gonna make it grow on you.
It's not saying that it's it don't work. But it's just saying it just ain't reached me yet. It ain't got to the older person like myself yet. You know what I'm saying? We still stuck on our old ways. And that's just, that's with everything, man. You know what I'm saying? I may not be into, like it took, I could give you a perfect example. I have my first pair of what they call it, we call them straight leg jeans back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Y'all call them skinny jeans. Yeah. I got my first pair of skinny jeans on. You know what I'm saying? So
I switched to straight leg. I couldn't switch to skinny, but I switched to straight leg.
Yeah. I call them. I don't know what they call them. Motherfuckers is hugging.
Cause I used to rock.
The fucking calf. Goddamn.
I remember when boot cut was in style, man. And I used to go into the True Religion store. I used to go into the Robin store, and I used to ask for boot cuts. And they like, we don't have those anymore.
Cut a little bit up to a little bit, cut up a little bit, motherfucker, up a little bit. There'd be some kulaks around this hole. That's what we call them hoes back in the day.
So let's Rome, let's switch to you, man. Let's talk about you coming up, man. Let's talk about your story, because I don't feel like that's been covered yet. So let's talk about your grind coming up, your story coming up, and I'll talk about it all the way up to meeting your time in Florida and Flo Rida and having that deal and then having that deal with Flo Rida.
Absolutely, brother.
By the way, me and Rome, I've known this guy for quite some time. Known him now, 5-6 years, close personal friends, and stuff like that. And that's why he's on the show today. And you know, he's done a lot that people don't know about. So let's get into that. Let's get into your whole grind and your time with Flo Rida and all that.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Man, where do you want me to start?
Just start from the beginning. Start as you talk.
Hey, man.
Basically, from when you picked up the mic, when you started taking music seriously. I want to know from then to when you met Flo Rida.
Really, put it this way. People like OG Ron C, DJ Screw. I'm from Orlando.
Yeah, okay.
That's not a rap city.
Yeah.
Okay. So when I moved to Houston, the only thing I'm like, okay, I need something to grab onto in the city to like it, right? Happens to be hip hop. The only person I jammed before that is like Chingy. You know what I mean? So I come to Houston. I love this fucking culture. It's awesome. You know, they got like Screwed and Chopped. They got all this whole different style, you know, and I fall in love with it.
Yep.
So it's really, and then Drake came in the picture, and, you know, he's kind of doing his melodic Houston, slow, banging stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of a big fan of that.
Yeah.
I'm an R&B guy. At the same time, I love rap.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm in Houston doing my music stuff. I'm at the show with, let's say, you know, Soulja Boy, right?
Yeah.
He had a big show. This is when he had that song, Pretty Boy Nation. And y'all remember that?
I remember Pretty Boy Swag.
Pretty Boy Swag. The Pretty Boy Nation was, I guess, the clique he had. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, so, you know, Roscoe Dash, Trina, and I started being managed by Byron Trice. He's with Clean Face, and he manages people like Rico Love, Rick Ross, Trina, Plies, a bunch of people. So I go out to Miami, and I'm just working. You know, I'm just making music. Now, I don't know what the music is. I don't know if it's rap, hip-hop, pop. But he thinks I fit in Flo Rida's label, so I started working with Flo Rida for about good 2 years, you know?
Yeah.
I got myself a vocal coach, started making more pop, you know, friendly records, and I kind of learned a lot, you know, being around people like Pitbull and Jason Derulo. It was like a different...
You were on Jason Derulo?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, I like him.
Me and him had the same publicist for a
I
long
like
time.
I like him.
So, you know, just being out there, dude, I learned a lot. But at the end of the day, my heart was still in Houston music because that's what got me into music. So, my main goal was like, okay, I'm gonna take Houston music, mix it with what I learned at Flo Rida's label, and put it together. Because you know, being on tour with him, I saw his fan base. His fan base is nothing like a Houston fan base. It's a bunch of like college, you know, crazy ass fans.
Like Ron C, like OG Ron C said, probably some white folk, mostly white folks.
Literally, and it's like, okay, you got, you know, I've been a car show, so I've seen, you know, Houston fans throwing up the age and just vibing with the music. But these fans are crazy. They're trying to climb on stage, and I'm loving it. I'm like, yo, this is what I mess with.
Yeah.
So, I come to Houston, you know, I work, I think my first Houston artist I worked with, she was popping at the time with Cash Money, and she's still popping, don't get me wrong, just Brittany. And, you know, I got a song with her called Rainbow Sippin', you know, featuring Mims.
Just Brittany's probably gonna be on the show. We're talking to her right now. Come on, man. It'd be cool. It'd be a cool little look.
You know what I mean? So, you know, I started working with, you know, her, and, you know, we had something going. Then just over time, I would just like to say I did a bunch of things. You know, I played the Middle Eastern Billionaire in Furious 7. We were hosting the party with T-Pain and
yeah, people don't know that. Okay. Gotta go slow. Because there's a lot that people don't know. Don't know right now. So let's talk about one thing before we get to the Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
You have OG Ron C has a relationship with Drake. You also have a relationship with Drake. Am I right? And you've worked with people in the OVO camp.
Absolutely. Cameron Pasquale, Obi O'Brien. There's a bunch of these characters at the end of the day that, you know, that have been putting in work, and now they're finally getting their, you know, credit. Yeah. Like on More Life, Chef Pasquale. He's also known by Cameron Pasquale. He did the majority of the beats on my album. You know? Okay. And that's someone that, you know, I'll probably bring to you guys too. He also did the record Scheming Up with Obi O'Brien and Drake.
Yeah. So, I love that record. That? That's in the Entourage movie.
Yeah. Oh, it is.
That's one of my favorite Drake verses of all time. That shit was fire.
When they're driving on the Pacific Coast.
Yeah, I'm kind of blanking on what the verse was, but it's so fire. It's so fire.
Dude, it's fire. Yeah. Fire. So, you know, I've been working with him just. There's a bunch of things, like I said, in the midst of In Love and Hip Hop Houston, which never got to see the surface of, you know, the media.
We'll talk about that.
Hate it, but I fuck her like a lover. I was fighting, but we kiss under the cover. And baby, I don't ever play around with you. As soon as we get together, you know what's going down. She say she love when I'm up in it. Them other niggas ain't with it. She like, what's your favorite position? I'm like, baby, every position. And I love when you wash the dishes. Not because you washing the dishes. It's because I'm a little short you be wearing when you walk around in the kitchen, yeah.